Yeah, this is such a beautiful mountain up in the pines here, and it's like perfect for motorcycles. If you like the twisties, you got your twisties. I'll see here, you can see a Tarahumara woman here walking, probably walking to town, you know, walking somewhere. They walk everywhere. Anyway, this area, you know, it's up like 8,000 feet. You know, on the tops of the ridges will be, you know, close to 9 in some place. I think Creel is 8,800. So it's a really high altitude. Beautiful this morning, fresh air. I think it probably dipped down close to 40 last night at Creel, but it's warming up really fast. So anyway, this is, for being on the tarmac, this is a pretty awesome little road. So we'll hit a bunch of dirt later. So we'll have quite a variety of riding on this trip. Anyway, enjoying the morning. Talking to you, I'll talk to you all in a bit. Fun riding. There's Kerry on his KTM. He's in our group, and then the head of them is Doug and Nita. They're in our like a Razor type vehicle. We have two UTVs side by sides, a Can-Am and a kind of a Razor type deal. So fun riding. This is awesome. It's about 40 miles more to Batopilas. We're just coming down these switchbacks. You can see all the rock all over the road there. When they have slough offs, when they have slough offs, they don't always hit the state road there immediately to fix that. So anyway, this is apparently we're going to do a photo op here, so and go look at the view of the canyon. I don't know how well. Oh, there we go. I don't know how well you can see with the GoPro, or I mean the Sony, but you can see those switchbacks down the bottom of the canyon. Then way up on the side of the mountain, you can see there's like cornfields. Pretty cool.
look down at the canyon there, you can see the switchbacks down there. This is one of the steepest highways, steepest grade in Mexico, I've heard. I forget what the grade is, but it's really quite a feat of engineering. When Paul and these guys first started coming down here like 35, 40 years ago or whatever, this was all dirt road, and they said they would just kick their bikes out of gear and just let them go, slide them around the turns, and so it was really fun. But anyway, it's an awesome highway. We're going to ride down there now, and I'll let you have a little look at it. Hello, goats. Yeah, these switchbacks are pretty cool. Anyway, so far, the CRF450L. Awesome bike. I really enjoyed it on this ride so far. I've gone so far today, I've gone 66 miles. And it's all been oil road, you know, variation, a lot of twisties, but you know, I've also hit a few sharp chuck holes, you know, about maybe 6 inches deep or whatever. Anyway, this bike, it'll go through a chuck hole and you don't even feel it. The front end set up stock as stock will handle like a 6-inch chunk and no problem, you don't feel it. It's valved and adjusted properly for, you know, it's good. We're going to be going I think it's just over 100 miles, like near as I can tell, 105 or thereabouts, 110 at the most, to Batopilas, and I originally had the bike set up with my Giant Loop Coyote, I believe it is. It's, you know, the larger, it's a few years old. It's got the zipper on the back, rather. I think they have a flap on them now, which makes more sense. But anyway, I had that on there, and I had a 1 gallon Batopilas stuck in each side. Kind of, I figured I would only need one, maybe a gallon at the most. But you know, I thought, well, I'll put 2 in it for balance, you know, and then it cut me back on the volume of what I could put in there, you know, as far as clothes and stuff. So then I had a like a waterproof sea bag type bag tied on top there with the rest of my clothes in and stuff. So anyway, I got talking to the side-by-side folks, and they had like extra Batopilas on their side-by-side, 2 gallon or whatever, that they will never use. So anyway, they offered to you know, be my backup if I do need it. I don't think I will, but especially after riding today, because according to the readout on this bike right now, it says that I've got 72 miles to the gallon. So at 72 miles to the gallon, or no, 67 miles to the gallon, and if I'm only going 105 miles, and I've got 2.1 gallons, I'm good. So, but you know, time will tell. We shall see. You always want to be prepared, and you don't want to run out of gas out in the middle of the boonies. Probably what I should do is, you know, like get a liter, you know, squirt bottle or something, like one of those thick plastic heavier duty bottles, and then just use that for gas. So I could carry a liter, you know, because a liter would, you know, take you quite a ways. So if you're just barely short, you'd be good. So anyway, the bike, so far so good. I'm gonna give it a 10. I'm gonna give it the A+ from everything that I've ridden. Now I have not ridden the KTM 500 EXE, and that's what a lot of these guys are riding. That's what Carry is on right there. I have not ridden those. I have ridden with those, and I've seen where they'll go and what they'll do. They are a decent bike. They're a sweet bike. I would ride one of those, but I think this bike, and I don't know that you can actually compare them. They're a little different, but this bike, I think the list price on those are about 11, and I think the list price on these are like 10.4. So you're not much different. And then on both of them, you know, then you went, oh, I wish I had the bigger tank and blah 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 and whatever. But I think this is going to be one sweet bike. So it's comfortable. I'm still getting used to it, and I'm going to take it on some a lot of rougher dirt roads that are very primitive, unimproved. There'll be a lot of loose stuff, a lot of ledges, and so we'll find out more how she handles. But as far as on the tarmac here, it's you know, very enjoyable. Of course I could have ridden all these roads we went on today on my old 2002 KLR. It's set up to where it'd handle all this, you know, and it would be an enjoyable ride. But this is a little more fun, a little lighter, you know, and easier to handle. I'm just relaxed and comfortable on this thing. So anyway, that's enough of babbling on. We're still got some more switchbacks to do, and get down that canyon there and get down to Batopilas. And when we get down there, we get a shot of fuel, and then we'll go get our room, and then start hanging out and laying back and getting some treats to eat and getting prepared for the big day tomorrow. So we'll see you down the road, pigs. Move. Well, here we are in Batopilas. Now we're going to go get the fuel. We got to go to the other end of town. See if I can remember where it is. And they have a person there that dispenses fuel. I think they just like siphon it into a, or gravity, whatever, into a into a can, then pour it in your car. So going along the river, man, it's warm down here. It feels like it's like 80 degrees, but I don't know if it's probably is. It was like 40 this morning up there, and then, oh guys, up on top there, I think what it was, 8,800 feet there at Creole. There's Paul, our leader. Yeah, we're gonna get the gasolina. This is I got the container and the funnel and everything. Good ride, huh?
Yeah.
There's Chris. We made it.
Anybody want my jacket?
That'll probably take a little bit less than.
¿Cuánto es?
Dos.
Dos.
Son 2.50.
250.
Stay so I know how much to pay.
¿Falta uno?
Oh,
250. So what's the 50? What's 50?
It's 50.
50. 250. Awesome. 2 bikes, 250. He's right over here, isn't it? Hey! Is this... Oh. comes Chris. All right, we're in Batopilas, and that's how you do it.
When